Five, four,
Live.
two, one, and you are live.
What it do, world? It's your one and only homie, Big Yogi. Yogi 1AO. We live right back at you again, man. It is Saturday, July 22nd, 2017. WBOKRadio.com, the Encore Live Show, bringing you the best in entertainment from around the world, from your neighborhood, from your region, from your block, man. This is Encore Live. As always, I'm joined by my beautiful co-host,
Miss Music from Mastery Entertainment and VP of International Music Agency, the original 813 Famous Studio, and the Miss Music Diva, as y'all know it, aka Marlene Bamasita, aka Miss Music, in Tampa, Florida.
That's what it do. Everybody know you homie Big Yogi. I'm up here in the DMV in that region right now. We going through some rainstorms and some things like that around here, some thunderstorms and whatnot. That's that DC, Maryland, Virginia region right now. Today, ladies and gentlemen, as part of bringing you back on with the live video interviews from this talent that we find from all around the world, man. When we say we bringing you the best, there's no reason for us to fake with you or to lie to you. All right? So today, a long anticipated interview from me. I wanted to interview this brother. I've seen this brother's work out here on the East Coast. I've seen what this brother did in a region and in an area where people were not receptive, but he saw a need to give kids a platform, multiple platforms, to give MCs a platform, to overstep boundaries. This man right here, man, I can say a few things about him, like he's been on Uncle Snoop's top 10 underground artist list. This man makes moves. This man handles his grown man as well. Stood me up fishing before. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Gene Brown, a.k.a. Lefty Gunz, Left Coast Media Group. Oh, the Get Money Fugitives in the building.
What's good? Where are you doing? Man, we out here. Welcome to the Left Coast.
Hi, man. So, we gonna go straight into it, man. Lefty Gunz, the name, where'd it come from, man?
To be honest with you, when I was young, I used to run with all the old heads, you know. So they used to call me Young Guns, Young Guns, Young Guns. In high school, I played ball. They called me Mon Guns, Mon Guns. So Guns was always my name. I ran with that from the jump. And it wasn't until I started getting a little older, I felt I was a little different than most cats. I didn't do what they did to get to that route. I always took the left field where just a little out there. So I put Lefty. And I ended up seeing the movie and seeing that there was actually a Lefty Gunz. So it kind of just felt right. And I just ran with it.
Oh, man. Well, it's been working. Before I ever met you in person, I was way up in PA, man. I was way up in like Newville. Newville out of the factory. And this Hispanic and white chick from Harrisburg was like, oh, where you live at? I told her, she's like, you an MC? I'm like, yeah. She's like, you ever heard of Lefty Gunz? I'm like, I keep hearing the name, you know, because the brothers from around the region know who you are. But I'm saying I had never met you yet. So by the time I started hitting them circuits where we start blending, I was like, that's that dude, you know?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because I grinded for a long time, yo. I grinded from my 301 days, you know what I'm saying? Even from my VA day, I'm originally from VA, so. Even in Norfolk, they knew this is what I do. This is where I got my ground game in. A lot of MCs and dope artists that was coming up then at them days. We coming up together. You remember a cat that got bars. You don't remember somebody that was trash, but you remember a dude that was nice. So foundation with my home team in Maryland. But I didn't think that what I was doing in PA was really having an effect like it did until like you said, it was
all we do is work events.
Yeah, it was everywhere, and it was like, so I'm appreciated for that, for real, because it's like I'm just one man with a dream, man. I just want to make it like everybody else, and for people to even see that,
like
it's amazing.
Like on some real, I want to let people know. I want you to let people know a little bit about yourself and get a little bit more intimate with the listening base and the viewing base right now. But I want to let some people know some things why I've wanted to have you on since I first contacted you about coming on. I knew you were in transition and moving out there to the West Coast. And some of the things, like you said, about people with bars. And there's a thing about people with character in this game. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I saw with you was, independent. Like a lot of artists are independent artists in this region. They call themselves independent artists, but they run with a team. You know what I'm saying? And I always saw you stand up by yourself. I always saw you going to work. I saw, you're very open with your relationship with your daughter, like very active, very involved. And the balance, and it's like a lady that was there with me that evening said that. I was like, you remember Lefty Gunz? She was like, yeah, I remember Lefty Gunz. What's his daughter's name? Kisser? I was like, yeah. He's like, I ain't like that she was running around the event by herself. He's like, she wasn't by herself. That was the whole team left coast. But that was something, and then like, and then no, then she reminded me, she was like, I remember that time he was at work and you chopped your finger up and was back at work. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, I gotta feed these babies, man, But then you as an artist, when you see you perform, when people get to see you perform and when you put together an event, it's like, that's the same dude. And that's what she said was one of the most standout things about. She's like, I gotta say that about him. He's a stand-up dude,
I try, bro. Like, I just try to be real with myself before I could be real with anyone else. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, like, I've been a rapper since I was 5 years old. So rapping and performing and doing my thing comes natural. Growing as a person in front of others and with myself is the real challenge every day. And it's like, I do have kids looking up to me. I have my own children that's looking up to me. So I'm careful with some of the steps that I take. It actually helps me be a better person. So I'm proud of everything that's ever came from.
Well, that's what it do, man. I tell you what, it's definitely an example set. The music itself and the content of the music. I sometimes I do a little bit too much talking. A lot of people, we're going back in the video interviews. A lot of people hear us on the air, and so some people, they see pictures of us, but they don't know how we interact. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I talk too much.
No, nah, man.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying sometimes I forget. Yeah, sometimes I forget to let my co-host, because I'm saying she down there in Tampa, she airing on that, she VP. She a music head, you know what I'm saying? This is what she do too. So it's like, I really want her to dig in your brain because I know about you. You know what I'm saying? I've been a part of your movements and I've been around them. I've been able to witness your influence in the region and then watch you as a person. But I want somebody that don't know who you are to get in there real quick. Go ahead, get them, Miss Music.
I'm just wondering, like all artists, where he started at, where it all begun. What age was it? What experience was it? What really made him decide to do?
To be honest, I've always loved music, like since I could probably even move. Like my father claimed he played music on my mother's stomach when she was pregnant, and I just came out and I wanted to be an artist since I could remember. And I had a group when I was probably 6, 7 years old in Virginia. We was like called the Looney Tunes or something, and we wanted to go to Apollo then. Like, I just had big dreams as a kid. I just never gave up on them. I mean, inside my heart, I think I'm still that same kid from Norfolk, and just as a dream. And as I grew, I realized that you gotta make things reality yourself. You can't wait for somebody else to do it. Like, it's hard out here for people who actually really want to make it. Like you said earlier, I have a team, but not everybody is capable to pull out and do what they can. People got lives and family and kids they gotta do. So is that supposed to stop you? Nah, you gotta do what you gotta do, and that's what I was doing. Scratching and fighting, trying to make some noise, man.
So what age
was it though that you
the first thing,
just doing it?
All right, I would say I started my first. I was like 7, 6 years old when I started my first rap group, so I fell in love with it then. But we weren't obviously doing nothing. I say around 13 years old, I got really into the studio and actually doing projects and actually trying to artist manage myself at the time. I didn't know what I was doing, but I knew that we had bars and stuff and we could spit, but I knew that we had to package it somehow, and I didn't know what I was doing. So I started around that time, 13, start the learning process, and it wasn't until I would say 19 years old where people could see me visually. Before it was all the ground game, it was a lot of just mixtapes and open mic type stuff that hit. So those who knew you could see you, but it wasn't for the world. It wasn't until I was able to do videos where everybody could see, like, hey, this guy really is who he say.
Hey, I gotta say something on that, man. One of my I got two favorite videos. The third one's more particular because I've met you in person and been around you. So when the one video where you're kind of in the photo studio, that joint.
Yeah.
But the one joint had me. I'm gonna say it in the DMV terms. The one joint had me lunching. The Oh My Gideon. That joint had me. I was like, what was he thinking? And then the moving on joint that was like the Con Air scene.
Yeah.
But it was on the. But then I looked. I was like, that's a thought lot. You know what I'm saying? And then I saw. But then like it's like the real in you is like what you was talking about. The real. You got out on a skateboard and going down the street and all the kids going. I know that area. You know what I'm saying? I've been in that area and I'm like, this nigga's for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He down ass real about this.
I was, bro. I still am. You know what I mean? Like I said, nobody wanted to give me a chance, yo. Nobody wanted, like niggas say, hey, your boy got bars, the boy's nice, boy's this, but nobody wanted to take my hand and say, hey, I'm going to take you somewhere and we're going to meet somebody. And I just felt like I can't wait for somebody else to do it for me. I gotta be my own big brother right now. I gotta pick my own self up.
I seen you're doing good though.
I gotta do my own thing, and that's where it started to feel. It got a little bit liver and realer once I became who I wanted. Like, oh my Gideon, most cats wouldn't have did something like that because they was scared. It wouldn't look tough. But that's me. If you know me, you know I'm out there. I'm everywhere. I'm Lefty. I'm not just.
That's what that video did. It made me. I was like, yo, this brother got something in his head. Something wrong with him.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's why I had to go in.
But the visuals, but the quality of the video, the way it was put together and everything, I was like, he on that, like he really, you know, it's like a lot of cats are like, if I ever got a chance to do a video or make a movie, it'd be like Tarantino. That joint had a little Tarantino to it. You know what I'm saying? It had a little bit of Voorhees in there. You know?
It had a little dark side to it. You know, a lot of it
had a little bit of that Get Out movie in there. And I'm just saying, before it's time, before Get Out even came out.
Yeah, I mean, it was all inspired by like stuff like that and horror movies and such. You know, it was like my scary movie of me, my reality of me getting out there. Oh my Gideon is like a phrase they use in old time in UK for like, here comes trouble. Oh my Gideon, like it's Jump Gang, and that's how people treated us. So I made that anthem like, yeah, it's the Trouble Boys, it's coming. You don't know what's going to happen. And the video kind of went with the concept of oh my Gideon, like what is that? What's going on? So it went perfect, and it looked like a movie.
It did. That's what I'm saying. And then it's like this. Then it's like this humble dude that fish and go to work and take care of his daughter and be putting on events. It's like this dude just came out the box with this, and he killing him with it. Was killing young.
That was my first solo video too. I was proud of myself at that time. It was my birthday. I shot it, and my videographer was actually going through a depressing time at the time, and he wasn't able to like feel it for a minute. And then we got out and we shot that. It put a smile on his face, which made me feel great because it was. I hate to see him down like that because he's an artistic guy as well, and I had to give a lot of my career to him because he sees what I see. You feel me? And when you run into someone like that and you can put your visuals together, because everything you see that I've done, I created. You know, I
could tell. I could tell. It ain't nothing cookie cutter about nothing with Lefty Gunz and visuals and performance and the way that you put together your performances, the way you carry yourself outside, because you outside with it. You know what I'm saying? You walking around, you around with it, and people like, that ain't the same dude. Like, that's the same dude.
I'm from left field, so it's like you gotta expect something different from me. If you want the same old, then I'm probably not your cup of tea, to be honest. But
man, I got a lot, not a lot of music, but for the time we have, I'm about to shove some Left Coast Media Group, some Get Money Fugitives down there. I hope you don't mind. We live on WBOKRadio.com on the Encore Live show. We got Lefty Gunz, Left Coast Media Group, and he recently just relocated out to the Left Coast. We're gonna get into that too. What's going on with him? What's going on with him rapping about that 2-3 years ago, step by step, and me watching him actually taking them steps. We're gonna get into all that, but I want to play some of this music so some of the people can get a vibe of who we talking to right now. This is Lefty Gunz, man. Get Money Fugitives, the Left Coast Media Group. We gonna start off with a little joint that I like, you know, just a matter of fact, I'm gonna give him the intro. Yeah, we're gonna go with the Lefty Gunz intro live on WBOK Radio on Encore Live show. You know what it is, man. Yogi 1AO, Miss Music, HNIC Mitchell. Let's get it. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. They don't even know. They don't even know.
Oh no, baby.
Yeah, this is the left coast. We got the best smoke, and all the women sitting pretty. You know my niggas on that grizzly. Your dreams come true. It's Hollywood,
Left out.
Yeah. Lefty Gunz.
Yeah.
We gonna give him that threesome. We gonna give it to him. Threesome. Lefty Gunz. Left Coast Media Group. WBOK Encore Live. We in the building. Let's get it. They Get Money Fugitive threesome. Huh?
it's threesome. Funky ringing what these freaks want. On that Benty Tracy, you eat some. Go ahead, hold on, say me some. Say me some. It's threesome. Funky ringing what these freaks want. On that Benty Tracy, you eat some. Go ahead, hold on, say me some. Say me some. I probably shouldn't be saying this, but we get a little crazy. We get a little crazy sometimes. And every once in a while, we wanna know the lady. Yeah, see my girl wanted me to ask you, cause we like the way you dance. Plus you just so damn cute. Can we have you or can we gang cool? She got a job and she right there. All that ass hanging off the chair with them red bottles, little fat fuck. Everybody had to stop and stand, that's all me. Goddamn, that's all me. Look at that, that's all you. That's all you. People pay for, but we can listen to you for free. So tonight we can detours. Your mama, you can call me up. And you all looking so gorgeous. We all high, we all drunk. So let's all fuck till we all bust. She say she did, but that call bluff. When I met you, made you was stressed for days. From the way we handed it, screaming Jesus. Somebody passed that collection plate. Now we ain't judging no legislation. Got lots of girls getting registration. It's all love, we ain't never hating this real shit. No imitation. Call Dr. L, send me the patient. My subscription, deep penetration. Take 2 days, coming in the morning. And bring the fair for participation. It's threesome. Funky radio with this freak squad. On that Benty Tracy, you eat some. Go ahead, hold on, say me some.
The Left Coast Media, huh? WBOKRadio.com.
Gang, baby, Jeff Gang. We out here, man. Shout out to my homie Elski Stacks for that right there.
Encore Live Show. He said about threesome. Hey.
Yeah, get that in when you
Y'all like that? Y'all rocking with that?
Hey.
That's
He ain't even lying though. He said about threesome.
that's on what I
Yeah. He said about threesome. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, man. I've been waiting for years to have this brother on this show, man. Oh, we gonna go in. Left Coast Media Group, WBOKRadio.com, the Encore Live Show, baby. It's Saturday. You know what we're gonna do? Give it to him live. I told you we're gonna bring you the best in entertainment, man. Lefty Gunz, man. Oh man, here we go. Here we go. Lefty.
What's good, bro?
Now, I don't think I need to explain to anybody the significance of your lyrical content and the thought process that goes into when you write a track, when you write a song, when you make music. But could you just humor me and let the people know why it's so important for you? Because even in a track like that, three something, I hear the bars in it. You know, it's like three something. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know, the content in it, not a lot of people could get away with that and it be as good of a track. Like that track crank right there. But like when you're sitting writing that, like what would you tell people like if they want to go into like writing songs that have some direct content like that? How that work for you?
I mean, to be honest with you, that track right there, that's my homie Elsky Stacks track. I'm on it, featuring on it, but that's his. But to be honest, it has to come from a real it has to come from somewhere real. If it ain't real, bro, it's not gonna work. It's not. I don't care if you rapping about toilet paper, man. It has to be real experience. You have to feel it.
7-ply. Like, no, you
know
don't.
what I'm saying?
No, you don't. You got 3-ply.
You can make anything. You can make anything hot and believable if it's true. You know. So, I say to artists, when you building a track, I call it building. I don't really call it writing. You got to build it. You know what I mean? It has to be more than just lyrics. It has to be more than just a beat. It has to be an actual feeling, a moment, or actual energy that you have right then and there. Make sure that you stay true to that. No matter how many times you re-record the track or how many times you try to duplicate the track, just make sure that rawness, that realness is always there, because that's what makes music. That's what it's selling. That's what people are buying. I mean, like I said, you can sing about anything, but it's the way you make somebody feel when they hear it.
So for yourself, right? What would you say is your favorite track that you got out right now?
Out of everything I've ever done?
Yeah, everything you've ever done that you've ever put out to the world to hear. What would you say is your favorite? And it might not even be something you put out to the world to hear. You know what I mean?
That's a tough question, bro. I like a lot of things that I've done, but my type of stuff that I'm into, that's just typically like my speed, my head on mine. So I wrote a song called "You Are Mine" one time. It's like a love letter towards hip hop, but it's like metaphorically I'm speaking to a woman, but I'm talking about music. And at the end of the song, I say that, but it's my favorite because I've never been able to successfully do 3 verses and they all 3 be on point and carry throughout the whole song without lagging. You know how the artist sometimes the first verse is always the hottest, and then the second one is just kind of like that, you know. And now people don't even do 3 verses, so it's like
I know they be looking at me crazy in the studio. I'm like, hey, no, hold on, why is the track so short? They like, oh, we was gonna. I'm like, I got a whole nother. I got it, man. This is. Don't you ever stop me when you shut your mouth when you talk to me in the studio.
Everything's shorter nowadays, so for me to execute 3 verses and be on point all the way through, I was proud of that. That's probably my favorite track. That do that, and that's why I like value his music, because not too many artists can carry on 3 verses on topic, nonstop, without making you want to change the song.
What was the track that got Uncle Snoop's attention?
Moving on. Moving on, and Don't Wait Up.
Don't Wait Up. I like Don't Wait Up too. Don't Wait Up. That's the joint with the little kid when he delivering the newspaper in the morning. Yeah.
Yeah, it's my nephew.
Yeah.
So yeah, that they both landed on there within like a 8 to 9 month, space. So they both.
Did that blow your?
Moving on.
Did that blow your mind when you got the feedback and you got the news about where they had landed and the response from the people that were listening to your music and viewing your videos? Like did that
Yeah, at first,
shock you?
when I first, when you first drop a video, everybody, I don't care what artist you are, what status you are, you always check your views the first morning.
Yeah.
You get on there, that's what you do. You're doing your homework. And as I was going to check my views, I realized there was a duplicate of my video posted on YouTube. And I'm like, somebody must have copied my joint and put it on. Whatever. I was going to get mad about it, but I was like, whatever. I left it alone. I went to scroll down Facebook for a minute and and whatever, went on my day. Then I went back on again to check my numbers. I seen the video again and I'm like, man, let me see what this is. So I clicked on it and I see what it says. And I still didn't know what to take of it at the time. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I didn't see the contest. I just seen them repost my video. So I just thought it was some love for real, you know. I took it as somebody from this area or that camp felt like it should be something or they should redo it or whatever. I don't know. I didn't know how to take it. And then I seen the contest and I realized like I was running against a bunch of artists that were all over the place, that I had a potential or an actual chance to even win. That's when I got geeked. That's when I realized it was real.
So what's from where you're at right now, being out there in Cali, from being out here on the East Coast, what was that? How did that journey begin for you? To be where you're at right now.
I've been wanting to come to California since I was probably like 17, 18 years old. My mother moved out here when I was that age. And that was always on my plan. It was always to come here. Like anybody who know me, like they know, like that was always what I was trying to do was get to the West. Life came and I kind of got that plane got pushed to the back, you know, had children, stuff like that. 10 years go by and you realize you want what you want before it's time for you to go. So you just better do it. So I did it. I just did it.
So you loving it out there though?
Yeah, I mean, I like it. It's super hot, but I like it. Like, it takes some getting used to. I'm an East Coast cat from the heart. Like I lived everywhere on the East Coast. That's another thing about me. Like I didn't live everywhere. So but I like it. I mean, the weather's nice, the trees is nice. I mean, it's brighter.
People don't get that part. People don't get that part. Like I took a person from where I live out to San Diego. I'm from San Diego. And
yeah,
we got out there, just the people in general, the way that people reacted, the way that people like cohabitated with each other. It messed their head up. It was like, what? It's like people are nice. I'm like, yeah.
You get this concept in your head that West Coast people are like the movies. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
It's crazy. It's just that's the way the mentality of people are. If you've never been anywhere and only view of what you've seen is a movie or something, then that shit. Man, it takes
I told people like, how can you be mad when it's like sunshine almost 300 days a year, and you know what I'm saying? And you wake up and it's a different environment. It's like out here, it's raining, right? It's like the house was shaking from thunder.
It's raining right now. It's raining right now with somebody having a bad day, so that rain move. So they two and two together with one, but like if they lived here and they was having that same bad day, it wouldn't be as bad.
They walk outside, they good to go. They like, you know what? I do think I'm gonna go walk down the beach today after work.
So I advise everybody to get up and get out, hit somewhere like this.
Refreshing. It's like taking the old out, washing the old out, and bringing in new.
Yeah.
And so when you get done and it's the next day and all of a sudden you come out and it's all bright and sunny, you're just like, wow. And everything smells so fresh and clean and clear. And even the smell from the day is washed away. So,
yeah, that's how I feel too. That's exactly how it feels.
The best time to do is when it's raining and pouring and thundering and stuff like that. You trapped in the house, people. Turn on some Lefty Gunz and do your thing.
Turn
So,
out, turn out.
so Miss Music, what you think about the tracks played so far? Give us that Florida. Give us
Oh,
that Florida
I
feedback.
love the
Let us
tracks.
know. Let us know what Florida feeling about them tracks right there. I mean, he made it from up north up here with us all the way over there to the east to the west coast with it. But let them know what's going on down there in Florida with that music right there.
Florida, but I mean, heck, I've heard of Lefty Gunz too. I mean, I'm on internet doing my thing, and I see a lot of artists. I see companies that their people, and I have come across some of his music along the way. I have come across him some other way. Now I don't originally get to be a fan of everybody I listen to. Across a lot of artists, and there's a lot of artists I do like. It's just sometimes through the hustle and bustle, the exchange of the different ways and different avenues I'm going with different artists. Sometimes I don't get to spend a lot of time on one that I may think is, oh, he's pretty hot. But I do know of him. I have seen him out there. I've seen him on his grind. I think I've heard like along the way, but it was older stuff. It wasn't any of the newer. I definitely get caught up, and I'm gonna get caught up tonight on what some of that is. But it's refreshing sometimes along the way to like him and to know, and but there's so I wish I could emphasize more of my time on listening more in depth into him as an but how the music A&R thing goes, I'm constantly in and out of artists and music, and it's just like but you never forget though, if you spend like of an artist or you spend 2 or 3 videos, you never do forget that person if they're talented. They stick in your head.
Yeah.
Boss told me, oh, we were gonna interview Lefty Gunz. I was like, I know him. It's his music. So I'm like, I know the name. Like I know that name. Like it's not a non-familiar name. It's very familiar. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah, his face does look familiar. And I'm like, it's been a while. It's probably been like the beginning of Facebook. Remember, like I remember because of the fact that there's something that I heard along the way when I listened to him that I liked. Name. I mean, I haven't got that time to emphasize on him. Remembered him because of what he put out there. That Baba was like, it just kind of, the little brain started going, and I was just like, name. So, that's where we come to. But I love the tracks that so far that we've played. I'm like really interested just to hear more. This is great that I get to emphasize sometime and hear more of what he's got along with everybody else that's out there. And I'm sure they enjoy it too. So,
Yeah. I respect that. Thank you.
We might as well play one. We might as well. I mean, I don't know. I think with Lefty's current situation, this track right here called Two Seaters. Oh man,
Yeah.
this is what I'm talking about this man rapping about what he's doing right now, like a couple years ago, man. He told everybody what he was gonna do, and you know how people are out here. They're like, yeah, all right, man. And then next thing you know, he's like, hey, look, this is me on the plane. This is me landing. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, live right here. We're blessed this evening to have the brother Lefty Gunz from the Left Coast Media Group, from the Get Money Fugitives on the line with us all the way from out in Southern California doing his thing. Man, let's show some love. This is Two Seaters. Let's get it.
Hey.
Huh.
Two seaters and margaritas, you niggas tryna join the team now, knowing they can't beat us round. Team Left Coast, we in the building, leaders of the new world, baby, we like the best thing, smoking since a peace pipe. I try to get a bitch on like a street light. She only fall in love with the street type. I let her hop on, ride it on like a street bike. Baby girl, on that Ducati. Ask you what the fuck on the train shit. What's that pussy? Pretty girl like a rap star. Your shoe got it locked like a cat car. And all I see is flashing lights and cameras. The way you move it on me, it look like you always fall boys. You either showing love to them broke boys, but you don't want to blow them with a nigga in the zone, huh? Monday, like Friday, you features, nice to meet you. Want you my way. You always fall in love with the low boy. You always fall in love with the low boy. You always fall in love with the low boy. You always fall in love with the low boy. Shorty had a nigga on Snapchat. She said a nigga fix, but I don't snap back. I told the homie, shorty, fat cash. She snap another pic on Instagram, boy, I'ma tap that. Boom, baby girl, up in your Camry. Boom, baby girl, like that Bugatti. Have you ever fucked in the bed zone? And if you ain't some, then you got some. Move, baby girl, like a rap star. You got it locked like a cop car. And all I see is flashing lights and cameras. The way you moving on me in the Brooklyn, it's a hammer. I always fall in love with these dope girls. I always fall in love with the dope girls. I'm even showing love to them broke girls. A nigga trying to bone with these bitches in the zone, huh? You features, nice to meet you. Want you always fall in love with the dope boys. Always fall in love with the dope boys. Always fall in love with the dope boys. Always fall in love with the dope boys.
Huh? Lefty Gunz. WBOKRadio.com. The Encore Live Show. Two-seaters.
You.
Get Money Fugitives in the building. It's the Encore Live Show, baby.
Make sure y'all download that off of iTunes, man.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my giddy aunt. Oh my giddy aunt. Man.
Like that?
You can't forget stuff like that.
That's what I'm talking about. What we talk about, Miss Music, when we have artists on it, when we say independent artists, we have a lot of independent artists that we show love to. We help them with their publishing, get themselves out there, everything else like that. We give them opportunities, everything. But
listen to it.
There's some artists, and you know how it is out here, Lefty. There's some artists that are like, hey, Yogi, man, when I'm gonna get on your show, I'm like, when you put in some work.
Yeah.
Like, we talk about it a lot amongst ourselves, and like, I'm saying, like the music community, like the radio personalities, the people that like, the A&Rs and all that. And we all, and my age group, how I carry and how I come. And you're like, we know some of the same folks. And I'm like, they're like, what do you think is the biggest problem right now with like hip hop? Why do you think people are digressing away from it? And I'm like, right now, I think that more people are levitating to hip hop because of the standard that they expect it to be at. Like, how you feel about that? Because the hip hop that's coming out, the music, the sound that's coming out, I had to correct myself a couple times because it ain't hip hop to me. It's not music to me. It's sound. How do you feel about that with what you've gone through and what you've done and lessons you've learned when it comes down to stepping to the microphone when you put that pen to that pad right now?
Some of the stuff that's coming out nowadays is hot.
Garbage. It's garbage.
A lot of shit that's coming out is
it's boiled dumpster juice.
I feel like anybody and everybody who wants to be a rapper can just jump on a beat nowadays and say whatever they want to say and auto-tune the hook, and then people gonna call it lit. And because they got a bunch of friends on Facebook or internet, it gets passed off as music, but it's really not. So I don't knock it, but it's not my cup of tea. So
do you ever feel threatened by it though? I'm saying because their music elevates fast, like how bar hip hop, how original hip hop used to like crank and take off like in the early 90s and then like the 80s and everything, even the early 2000s, like real good hip hop was taken off the way that this new hip hop is. And like for yourself, for everything that you've done, to get yourself to where you're at, and you know what I'm saying, and all that. How does that make it, not make you feel, but like when you go in the booth, does it motivate you? Like, I gotta make sure I never put anything on my name out there. Like,
I don't never feel threatened by anything, but I've always been so in tune with doing my own thing that I can really care less what someone else is doing to get hot or how it's happening. I do get a little upset about how fast it blows because it is bubblegum shit, and it's like there was no effort to that.
two
But
thumbs up.
I
Two
can't be
thumbs up for Lefty Gunz. Thank you for keeping it real.
Thumbs up.
I can't be too mad because it's like you see some young boy with a real bad chick and you're like, oh damn, he's living a life. And you don't know that that girl has been with everybody. You just see how good she looks right now. You only see how good she looks right now. You don't know her the truth. And then you at home with your real woman and you're like, oh, I wish I had that life. But if you switched it, you would be really wishing that you was home with your real wife. And that's kind of how I am with my original music and hip hop. I look at it as it's wifey, and what they're doing is just little dots running around. It looks hot right now. It's twerking right now, but is it gonna help you? Is it gonna help you, bro?
Just to put it in perspective, we got Lefty Gunz.
I'm married to this music, man.
He said, oh man, I told y'all this was gonna be an awesome interview. Lefty Gunz is as raw as it comes, man. You got Miss Music over there cackling. She can't even control it. So what you got going on now, brother? Like what's in that plan book of yours? Like,
to be honest, I'm just networking, meeting and greeting a lot of people that can maybe help me or get me going somewhere, working on new music, networking on finding new videographers and models, and just doing a lot of the same groundwork that I was doing back east, but in a new area, and with a little bit more of a executed plan this time. I don't plan to waste a lot of time. I don't plan to play around. I don't plan to make any mistakes this time when we up and running and going. It's going to be full on and professional as it always has been, but to a level where local cats to understand. I want the world to see that I'm not playing. I'm here to stay.
that's what it do.
And I just meet with my team.
Now, will
I
you
mean,
be attending the A3C or conference in Atlanta?
Say that again. I couldn't hear you.
Are you going to be attending the AC3? The AC3
as of right now, I have events on hold right now because, like I said, I'm just doing a lot of groundwork and starting over. Like it wasn't easy to just uproot and just get the east to come to the west. So I'm doing a lot of just getting my feet together, foundation work right now. But following year, you can see me at everything. I'll be everywhere. Right. I'm back to building this year. Building. That's another thing that you got to do as an artist. You got to grind, but you got to stop and you have to replot and you got to build and go in a direction. It's good to have goals. It's good to have goals and stuff, but without some kind of direction or plan, it's going to always just be a game, a numbers game. And try to make this a business here.
Oh, the Left Off Media Group, been a business.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like, we're not just trying to do it for fun, It's, like you said, it's been a business and it's going to continue to grow. So it's only going to get more and more business-like, business savvy. So I just need for people to prepare for that.
They have this conference coming up. It's called the A3C conference, and it's held in Atlanta. And I think it's coming up in October. And so, any artists out there.
It's so much fun.
Like,
you said it's called AC what?
Conference.
It's called AC what?
AC3.
AC3?
A3. A3C conference. You can Google it. And it's all the the people that are pretty much in the industry, that are going to these events are going to be there. I'm talking, there's going to be big time people there. There's going to be, like our company's going to be there. Mass Street's going to be there. Our artists from Mass Street are going to be there. They're going to do a lot of signing. There's going to be, it's a conference, but there's certain conferences that happen around the United States that, like, if you're on a circuit to somebody, you have to hit these circuits and meet these people, like a meet and greet type thing, networking and stuff like that. But A3Cs, find out about it. If you need tickets, I can hook you up with my boss, our company.
Yeah.
We do package deals where I think it was like, I don't know how much they had it out for, but it does hotel, takes care of your travel, everything for like one price. Because a lot of artists to go to these events and conferences and learn things. So definitely, and meet the people you need to meet. So
Yeah.
when you go, go with your label, have your friends go do a carpool, but get your A3C tickets and get there and get to that event. The Diamond Awards, certain ones that are out there, certain music conferences are going to be extremely uplifting for your career, because you'll start plugging into people that are really doing things, and people that are out there really moving. And once you start getting into dealing with those people that are moving, you start moving. I want to suggest and hope that you try, even if it's not this year, try next year. Hit the A3C, and let the people know who you are, pass out your music, do your thing, because I think that will benefit you a lot.
Thank you. I mean, if you're more welcome to send me all the information and stuff, I check it out if I'm able to do it, or if not, I send my team that's still on the East Coast. They could probably make it. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm definitely into that's the line of area I'm heading to: music festivals and conferences and networking. That if you, I mean, you don't personally know me, but yo know me. Networking is my thing. That's my game. Like they call me Mr. Always
Tell
Doing
your
Work, but
promotion company. Yeah, tell your promotion company to go ahead and email mad mad street street media at yahoo.com, and just ask for information on the A3C package deal that they have. And you have to understand, this is coming directly from Universal Interscope Distribution Company called Mass Street. So you're gonna get a better deal than having to go out and find your hotel and find your, you know fine when you're going to a foreign place. I don't know if you've been to ATL, but if anybody out there hasn't been to
Oh,
ATL,
we go to that.
you
We go to the
oh, you ain't
ATL
gotta
from the
worry
DMV.
I
about.
mean,
You gotta
hey,
think of, oh God, I gotta worry about hotel. I gotta worry. But with Mass Street, they'll offer you something to where that'll help you take care of that, and you'll be at the place you need to be, and you don't have to worry about all that. So definitely hit them up.
all right, I will. Yeah, we got love for AT. I shot a video at Atlanta Studio Space. It was a beautiful experience. So
I got to
That's
go.
awesome.
When I last time I went down that joint, I was down there with Raphael Sadiq's producer. I got to meet his producer, one of his producers. I got to meet one of Waka Flocka's producers. I'm not too much of a fan of Waka Flocka too much. When he first came out, I was a little young and I was like, okay, all right, all right. It wasn't lit back then. It was still crunk. I don't know if people
oh
remember crunk.
yeah,
When people would walk around with gas jugs.
yeah, it turned out.
So, Lefty, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
What do you feel like has been your biggest accomplishment thus far?
Reaching the youth, bro.
Stop it.
I think
Stop it.
I think it's I think inspiring as many young kids as I did to actually just chase their dreams is my biggest accomplishment, because that's what I wanted to do more than anything was to show others that they can do anything that they want to do too. I mean, we're not Jay-Z was Lefty Gunz before he was Jay-Z type, you know what I'm saying? Like it starts here, bro. You know what I mean? And it's not gonna be given to you. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be a lot of no's before you ever get any yeses. But if you truly want it, bro, you just gotta do it and run for it and go hard. And now they're out doing it. They hit me up in the inbox all the time, like, "Oh, Uncle Left, Uncle Guys, what I gotta do? How I do this? How I do that?" And I give them my little bit of advice here and there, and that's my reward as of right now.
That's what it do. That's that what I call OG right there. That's that OG. You know, I say that in some of my music, like, you know, you really can't say you a G unless you got some people you blessing. It ain't about the people you can hurt. It ain't about what you can destroy. It's about what you can build. And an OG is built off of building and being that person. OGs were like neighborhood shaman.
Yeah.
You know, you got a problem. You know, if you're not feeling well, your mind ain't right. You seek out a shaman in your tribe to get you right. And it used to be a time when OGs, that's what they were in the hood. They were shamans. I've been through what you've been through, young man. I know how to keep you from getting sick. You don't need to go out here and do that because it ain't gonna be good for you. Do this instead. Now I can't walk you through it. You gotta do that yourself. It's like I think that's why me and you like fishing them as much as we do, because you know, give a man a fish and teach a man to fish kind of thing. It's very humbling. You know, ain't no jewelry, ain't no cars, ain't no studio, ain't no nothing out there. It's just peace, quiet, and am I gonna be successful today or not?
I love it.
Oh man, I'm telling you. See, I just so happen to be an angler.
That's so true.
Yeah. That's my thing.
That is
You
so
already
true,
know.
though.
That's my twist.
Miss Music, because you know, like in the game, everybody has their quirks. It's always something that people think that the most creative people like that they don't do, like really common, simple things. And it's like for Lefty Gunz, for your creative mind, and then your the way that you attack making that happen, and then the way things come out for you to be a fisherman.
When you say it like that, it makes me sound like I'm an old old uncle. You can be a fisherman.
No, but that's your thing. You love fishing. Don't front. You love fishing. That's your thing. I know that's your thing. Fishing and skateboarding.
Fishing is on a scale of like the best things to do in my life, or I've done in my life. Fishing is one because it's just so relaxing to me. Cigarettes, I don't need beer. I don't need a woman. I don't need no blunts. I don't need no music.
Nothing.
If I got a fishing pole and some water,
it's a bait.
I like that. I like that feeling.
I love that. Take you some blunts, take your little drink, go hang out. The air goes through your hair. It's just so peaceful and relaxing. Like I have to have that. Like I've been feeling you lucky you're not out here. We be going fishing, boy. Let me tell you, we be catching some snook, some sharks, because I always catch a goddamn shark when I go. But I'm telling you, low fishes, angel fishes, all sorts of crap. We'd probably catch a damn manatee or a damn dolphin out there. You never know, but it'd be exciting.
Yeah, all day, nonstop.
Hey yo,
I watch a lot of videos about Florida fishing. It's lit.
It is tricking like freaking snook out here, man. Yeah. Your arms be cramping. You have to get the pole to somebody else.
Yeah, I'm trying to come in. I want to catch some snook, and I want to catch some peacock.
The rainbow bass.
Yeah, the peacock bass. They got a lot of nice looking. Yeah, they got beautiful fish there.
They do have some weird fish. I'll tell you one thing. My when I was younger, my dad and we were out on the sailboat with my mother, and they got real close to the bridge. My mom told him, "Get away from the bridge. We're gonna tip over. The current gonna take us under." Well, he didn't listen. You know, fish don't know nothing. So, anyways, we tipped over, and I looked down on the ground, and I thought it was a shark, but it was a cobia. Okay, and cobia is a big fish that I swear to God looks almost like a shark, but they swim in schools. Yeah. And I'm this little tiny thing in the water, and I look down and I'm like, shark, and I shut out the water, and next thing you know, I see this needle-nosed fish like this long come up and look at me, and then mosey on. And I'm like, I swear to God, I was traumatized. I was like, I never get in the water again, but I'm gonna take me a pole. I'm gonna take me some bait, and I'm gonna catch them damn things one day because it scared the hell out of me. And I think ever since then, I've been fishing to catch them things that scared me, so I can eat them. So you eat them and just say, I finally caught you.
Yeah, I got you back
There's
now.
some really amazing fish out there.
So Lefty, I wanted to ask you this though, bro. Like with I know that as an MC, as an artist, right? Like you said, life really kind of dictates when and what I write. You know what I'm saying? And I try not to be the artist, be like, oh, I'm gonna spend this many hours a day just with a pen and pad in my hand, because that's when I don't like being frustrated. It has to flow. You know what I mean? But do you, now I'm asking a question because I want the listeners to know and the viewers to know. So do you have a whole bag of West Coast rhymes that you had planned on waiting until you got out there to release strong, or are you still slowly releasing tracks that you still had did over here on the East? Because I'm a West Coast kid out here on the East Coast, so I know what it is. It's different. I migrated to the East Coast. I'm out here, and you know how I am in public. I'm very California-ish in public.
I've done one real track since I've been here. It's not California style, but I mean, I would say it's my first official, West Coast flow or track. But most of my stuff I'm releasing is stuff that I did on the East that I was just holding on to.
Okay.
I'm building right now. I'm working. You're gonna see.
But
I can't.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it at all. I synced it.
Can't show your right hand.
I synced it. I sync people in 3 states where all we do is work T-shirts to work.
Shout out to my fan base, because I mean, without them, I wouldn't even be half the person I wasn't today. So, I mean, it's a lot of people behind me rooting, man. It's a lot of people behind me that just want to see me. I'm a real humble cat. Before the rap, they actually knew me. I
want to let you know something. I want to let you know somebody. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
I was just saying, I'm a good dude. And I mean, there's people out there who know that, and they rooting for me, and I appreciate them.
I want to let you know, I just got word, somebody that's sitting at home right now watching this interview, a very big supporter of the show. We're a very big supporter of hers. She's actually a part of, she does a lot with music. Miss Renee Lynch, you should look her up. You should look up Miss Renee Lynch. You should also look up another gentleman that we interviewed on here that is very influential in the music game, in the entertainment game. Miss Renee Lynch, Renee Lynch. She's a part of John Harold's support team and a part of his music movement. If you don't remember who John Harold is, John Harold part of tell him who John Harold be rocking with. Yeah, man. Like the original, like dudes that been rocking, like these folks that we network with over here at WBOKRadio.com, this family that you're joining over here with us, and we sure appreciate you for taking this time out on your Saturday to sit here and rock with us. But we got people that have been in the entertainment business for 30, 40 years, and they do tune into this station. They do pay attention. They do look. They do listen. And when they see something that they like, they do respond. They do react. And right now, you got Miss Renee Lynch looking at you right now. Say hi, Mr. Lynch.
How you doing, Miss Renee?
It's a good thing. It's a good thing to be a good person. It's a good thing to be a good person.
It is. It feels good on yourself, though. Once you let all of that extra stuff, the extra baggage that you're trying to carry out your way and just be you, feels great.
So for you, I want to ask you something, because like you said, a lot of youngins do look up to you, and this interview right now is a way for you to be able to send a message out there to the ones that are still out here on the East Coast. Outside, I know that you keep communication with everybody. I know what type of brother you are, but like, what would you say to the young MCs and the young people thinking about getting into the MC game, the entertainment game? Like, what would be some strong some strong advice coming from Uncle Lefty Gunz right now that's fulfilling his dreams and doing things, you know.
I would say grind hard and just yourself, man, and make sure this is what you want, because once you start, boy, it's worse than a crack addiction. Because you're gonna be chasing this dream, chasing that fame forever. So just be prepared. Be prepared for whatever comes. Don't let no discourage you.
I think I remember, see, y'all hearing the Lefty Gunz of today. I remember that one of the first times I ever saw Lefty Gunz, we wasn't at no stage, we wasn't at no performance. We were at this park in the middle of this little town in the mountains in Maryland, but the park was just eclectic. It was just perfect. And I was there to do a photo shoot, and he showed up to do a photo shoot. This brother had on he had on a trench coat with a Superman shield. You remember that junk?
Yeah.
You ended up. Remember that joke? He didn't have no shirt on, but he had a Superman shield painted on his chest. He was wearing like the blue pants with the red shoes. And I said, and my manager at the time was like, "Oh, that's Lefty Gunz. Come here, we gotta go say hi." I was like, "Oh, how you doing, Superman?" And then I saw the photography and videography work from that shoot, and I was like, "Oh, this dude is on it."
I was on my grind at the time. I was doing different things and all kinds of things. I just did what I wanted. I mean, like, make your own rules, man. Make your own rules. Make your own rules. Do what the fuck you want. Fuck the world. Give them what you want. It's art. You know, it's art. So you gotta have that attitude. You gotta have that fearless attitude. Like, yo. And at the time, I was like 140 pounds. I ain't
Yeah, I see you done swole up though.
Yeah,
that means you're doing good. That means you doing good. You know, when you show up, you ain't seen family in a minute and they lost some weight. You like, baby, you doing bad. You need a plate real quick. Come on in here. I got some leftovers. I'm gonna heat up for you. Speaking of the art, I want to get into one of your artful ones that we got here. I don't know if you want to introduce the track, you know, maybe get in that little, I'm just hint, maybe that little WBOKRadio.com Encore Live drop with Lefty Gunz. I don't know. I just work here. I just work here. Okay. But this track called Drugs with a Z.
Yeah. That's not me. That's my artist. I mean, now you're my artist. That's just an artist on the label that I ran, GMF, Elsky Stacks. That's off of his tape. It's coming out. It's called Mood Swings.
Huh?
I'm actually it's called Mood Swings. It's by Elsky Stacks. Drug.
You ready for it? He's ready for it? Here we go.
I mean, I'm always ready for it.
Here we go.
Oh shit. Fucked up again.
Left Coast Media Group. Get Money Fugitives. WBOKRadio.com. The Encore Live Show. Get it! Get it!
Swear to God, I might die tonight if I can listen to Future. Trying to find this high first smoking into them booty. Too much of this how to try. I'm trying, I know what I'm doing. But I know it's all, yeah. Oh, yeah. And it's my picture is on that way. Oh, yeah. Yeah, niggas coming in town. You know, it's on the ground. I'm lit. I've been stressing lately, Lord, don't let me slip. Fighting with reality, try not to lose my grip. These demons keep on hunting me, I need another hit. Take me away from it all. I'm steady stressing, taking shots of alcohol. Take me away from it all. I'm
The best in entertainment. Hey.
I'm high as fuck. Like gas fire. Yeah, I'm high as fuck. Like that fire to that gas on my brother's side. That's the status, baby, yo. I gotta blow it away. It's all. Am I coming down up inside? Hell no. They tell me shit I say, sitting on my road.
I like this, yo. I'm cranking this, yo. Hey, hey.
Where that sound, watching on your love, man, I hear this. No more runners, and I need to hear the sound. Take me away from it all, take me from it all. But the green purple rain said that we just had this strong. One more sip and I think this ugly bitch like it all. Last thing I remember is a lace up in the storm. I just can't let it just behind me. Steady stressed and taking shots at alcohol. Take me away from it all. I'm steady rolling, taking all this Adderall. Take me away from it all. 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 Away from it all.
Oh, yes, we did.
Yeah, I like that. That's just turn.
Oh, yes, we did.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we did. Live on WBOKRadio.com, the Encore Live Show. When we talk about the character of the man that we're interviewing right now, Mr. Lefty Gunz from the Left Coast Media Group, the Get Money Fugitives, he submitted music for his live interview. He said, I need my artist on, though.
Yeah. I mean, that's what.
What's that like in the responsibility department, though? That's got to be pressure for you, though, bro. Explain to him because it's different. There's artists out there that have artists, but you see how it go out here.
Yeah, but it's like you're not my artist unless I believe in you more than I believe in myself, you know. So that right there speaks volumes. If I'm claiming to a cat to be my artist, I believe in him just as well as I believe in myself. So I pushed him like I would push me. I pushed them in areas that I don't push me, and I'm here to share everything. I don't want it all. You know what I'm saying? I want to be the guy to kick the door down. I don't want to be the guy to hold the key to it. I just want to be the guy to lead everybody to the door and kick it open. Hey, y'all remember Lefty did this for us, you know?
That's what it do.
If you know me, I mean, Elsky is more than just an artist of mine. He's actually like a business partner. Me and him started GMF together. I mean, most of our concept hits come from Elsky. He's very, I don't even know the word. You know, he's just a great artist all around. You know what I mean? Always has been. He's inspired me when we was young. You know, I used to go in the studio, always hit bars and cocky, like I don't care. I go in there, I make a mistake. Oh well, let that shit rap. Well, L taught me the whole concept of studio presence and stage presence, and you know, and that made me become more professional. And then I just ran with it and surpassed everybody and became, you know, the boss, the manager, the artist, the cameraman, the pressure man, the A&R. Give me something, I do it. You did. Party promoter, right? Hey, boy.
So you gonna say what a lot of people that have been very successful in entertainment that have been out for a minute, not just the people that go for the pop fizz, you know what I'm saying? A lot of artists, a lot of entertainers that we've had on is what we want to advocate to a lot of the younger people that tune in. They're like, hey, yo, I know who that dude is. Look, you know what I mean? Yeah. Exactly what he's saying. But to let them know, man, it's hard work. It's not you get popular in music and now you got the easy life. You know what I'm saying? That's when you got to learn. It's what you say. You got to hit that clutch and learn to shift into that other gear you ain't know you had. You thought you was just a 5-speed. Oh, no, you got another one. You got another gear to go. You know what I'm saying? So Do you see a lot of that misconception when like youngins come up to you and they're like, "Hey, Lefty, I'm trying to be a part of Left Coast Media Group. I can rap, dog, and whoop whoop." But then, is that part of like your process of like, "Hey, man, I don't see you like an employer. Like, I don't see you having a work ethic to really compete or produce on the level that we require here."
I say that, but not as rudely as my friend Yo would say it.
I'm just being politically correct.
Okay, I mean, there's been numerous artists that came to us and wanted to get down with the movement once they see the ship shaking. If they had the talent, I ran with them. If they didn't, I gave them my advice. But not everybody can fit on the boat, and you can't take everybody along that you hear is hot. So you just have to take, like I said, you have to really believe in the person that you're gonna bring along with you, because it's not easy. It's hard work, and it's dead weight if they're not. Most of the cats I work with, they're already ready. They're just like me, bro. Like, they make their own hits, they buy their own beats, they're ready. You know, they just want to run with the cat that's doing the same thing and is ready to package it off. So their work ethic is immaculate before I even meet them, and that's the only people I work with on a left coast type of. I mean,
on that level of working with somebody, like
yeah.
to be in the left coast, it's already a group of people that's already, you look at each other and know it's like, real recognize real.
Yeah, you gotta be better than somebody that's already here, and working harder than that person before I try to add you on or replace somebody. You know what I mean? So it takes a lot. But I work with everyone. I don't care if you're a slouch and don't take it for real. I mean, if you want to pay to play,
you can't say that.
I ain't turning it down.
I keep hearing you say this word. It's a word that it always, like when somebody chasing you and that hair stand up on the back of your neck because you think they're gonna catch you, but you get your neck back running. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. You kept saying bars, right? And I love that word, bars. You heard some of them. You seen how I do when I go. I love bars. I give them bars when they ain't ready for them. So do you still got that flow with you? You still freestyle for the people?
I haven't freestyled in probably, I would say, like 4 years, but I rap all the time. And
look at the face.
I'm being serious. I used to be nothing but a freestyle artist. Like, a lot of my style is kind of freestyle. Like, I don't write on paper. I do everything in my head. I memorize a lot of stuff, but I'm like very like obsessed with it. Like, if I'm working on a track, I play the beat all day, every day, all night, all day, and I'm to the point where my neighbors is knocking on the door, like, dude, I know the words already. Like, can you go?
Like, good, buy a ticket. Good, buy a ticket when I perform it. Then support me giving you sleep at night.
Yeah, so that's how my writing pattern process works. So I guess it's all a freestyler, I guess.
So you saying that you ain't gonna give the people so you ain't gonna give them no Nell Carter bars, no Give Me a Break bars, no Kit Kat bars, nothing, no prison bars, nothing. We can't even get county jail bars.
I don't know. I don't know, bro. To be honest, I don't know.
I feel you. Okay. No pressure. I was just asking.
I haven't really been in that mind frame in a while. I mean, I be wanting to, but I think the energy has changed and it's just not as when you first start rapping and stuff, you rap with your friends and y'all like still sharp still type of thing. I don't have anyone to bounce my ideas off of right now, so it's like my freestyle isn't as strong as I want it to be. So I don't like to say nothing unless I got something to say.
I feel you. I definitely feel you because you know how I am. I'm known to start ciphers outside of events.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful thing. I love that feeling. You know what I mean? But it's the energy that you get from it too. That's more than just the bars at that time. It's the energy. Everybody said still sharp and still. You come with some hot shit. Somebody else gonna be the same.
I believe that. I believe that, and I
Yep.
think you do that with the business. You know what I'm saying? I think you do that with the business and the way you carry things. Miss Music, what you got for him? I'm talking too much. Go ahead. I ain't seen him. I ain't seen him in a couple years, and he done moved all the way out to Cali. And you know, before he moved to Cali, I think it was before he moved to Cali. I was like, yo, I gotta get you on my radio show, yo. And we be doing this thing. I think my boss will love you. My co-host, I think she'll love you, and people need to hear you. And he's like, all right, bet I'm down. And then he's like, hey, what's up? I'm like, we got oh my god, I was like, we had Freddie Jackson on. And we had like we really did. Like we really had Freddie Jackson.
Good.
We were talking to Freddie Jackson.
Oh, and James Hawthorne. That was so
And James Hawthorne, Big Red from the Five Young. It's
Yeah.
crazy. So I'm like, hey, Young, I'm gonna have you on, but I you know, there's so much going on, and I'm so happy that you came on with us. I want to let Miss Music, because I've been rambling, man, because it's like catching up with you and everything. But I want to let Miss Music get some time in there and chop it up for a little bit. I'm gonna see what I can queue up on the music side over here while y'all chopping it up. All right.
Right.
Get them, Miss Music.
So while you're out there, you know, in California, what are some of the things that you're gonna be doing here to come shortly? That's coming up in the next year. Do you have any things, you know, that you'd like to tell anybody about? Shows you got going on? Feed them the links where they can find you at Instagram, Twitter, you know, social media, Google Plus, whatever, you know, you can plug them in.
As of right now, I'm currently just in the studio getting new music back out. I'm working on building a somewhat small tour for myself. It probably won't be up and running until 2018, but you can always catch me on Instagram or on my Facebook. Lefty Gunz at both. You know, Gene Brown on Facebook, Lefty Gunz on Instagram, 2 N's and a Z. I'm on Twitter a little bit more nowadays than Facebook, which is at Get Money Fugitive, but it's MONIGETMONI Fugitive. And look for me some new videos. I'm working on a couple new visuals. It's been a while since I dropped something like visually, and I'm always trying to top myself. So I'm just working. I want to put something on my sleeve, you know.
Yeah. So tell me, who was your most influential music person along the
Jay-Z.
way?
He said that so fast. He said that so I couldn't wait for them to ask that question.
Jay-Z.
Oh, Jay-Z.
That was like a Family Feud pushing the buzzer question. He was like, I couldn't wait for them to ask that question.
Yeah, man. They came out so fast, I was like, huh?
It's the rock bastards.
About the Nas and Jay-Z situation, or the Jay-Z and Prodigy situation?
The Jay-Z and who? Prodigy? What you
Yeah.
mean? I didn't know about that. What situation with Jay-Z and Prodigy?
Well, you know. You know about the new album he put out. Jay-Z put out the 4.44. Well, you know, the time 444 to Dow. Title.
So what's your question? How do I feel about? How do I feel about?
You know, well, you know, there's been some back and forth, you know, between the artists for the last couple of years. Being that you're a Jay-Z fan and he's in hip hop, and then you got Prodigy and Nas, which are Jay-Z, but you know, game. You know, how do you feel about Nas or Prodigy as artists? Jay-Z fan.
I respect Nas as an artist. Like I respect what he was doing at his time. He was a little bit before his time. He was trying to do some of the stuff that I be trying to do, like enlighten his people through his music.
We call that conscious hip hop, brother.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you know, he was conscious way before it was cool to be conscious, and people were giving him no slack. I mean, even myself, I didn't pay him no mind too. You know, I was growing up in the era where everybody had to be a thug. So if you wasn't on that thug shit, I wasn't trying to hear it. You know? But I respect him for not giving up and still doing what he was doing, because now as a grown man, I can look back and listen to his music and be like, yo, that's what I want to do. I want to inspire these kids through my music and give them a real message. Because, like you said, with us being OGs back on the block, you know, we don't have too many OGs left now. I mean, the real OGs that we was looking up to have went to jail or are dead, and there's no one to teach the youth how to be a stand-up guy or be a man or to treat your woman right or to talk to your brothers with respect instead of disrespect. No one's teaching you that, so that the next generation is getting lost. The message is not getting sent down, and I want to be able to be a bridge for that, because we as people, not just blacks, not just whites, us as a hip hop nation, we are we're the youngest nation in music, and no one understands this, but we're the most powerful and influential thing that ever touched this planet, and it's because people need guidance, and rap music does that, whether it's negative or it's positive, you know.
Jesus, you know what?
So I recognize
He just went to church on us real quick, ladies and gentlemen. I so appreciate you getting real, Lefty.
Prodigy.
Talking about right now.
Prodigy, I was never really too much of a fan of Prodigy. I don't want to talk ill of the day, but I like their beats. I like my beat as a market unit, but I wasn't really too much of a fan of Mobb Deep and their movement. I didn't believe them. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of a, you really had to convince me. You know, you can look like a rapper, you can sound like a rapper, you can even lick them and taste them and they might speak like a rapper. But if you really ain't a rapper, I kind of just don't, you know.
Hey yo, why I open up for my, RIP Prodigy, right? But why I opened up for Mobb Deep at what was it, Echo Stage, right? And it was cool, like, nice crowd, everything else like that. But then I had to pass, like, we were the only opening act. So it's like we had to pass them. We had to pass stage to them. And I didn't know how short they were, some small dude. Because I'm a bigger dude. I'm not trying to say nothing bad, but come on, Lefty. I'm a bigger dude. I'm a bigger dude. But it tripped me out because I listened to the music coming up and I was like, oh my God, how can anybody ever be afraid of you?
Yeah,
but I know that big things come in small packages, and I got some. I got some boys that they're not physically big, but they're big boys. You know what I'm saying? They handle their business. But like, it just tripped me out. It was like a reality check. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all this time, I'm like, oh man, that's camera angles. Because there's no way. Come on, young. Come on.
A lot of your favorite artists is midgets, and
I've seen it happen.
I mean,
I seen it.
Freeway was like 3'11" when I met him. I'm like,
I seen it.
Yeah.
like, yo, what's up?
Well, I just caught that too, Yogi. I didn't know they were that short either, but I happened to be sitting there yesterday watching Wendy Williams and Havoc.
No. She's a giant.
And I looked over and I'm like,
I'm looking at
Wendy Williams in the chair, and I'm like,
you know who else is real small? I wasn't expecting Big Sean.
Yeah.
Big Sean was like, Big Sean was like,
he's like 5'7".
Yeah, he was like a 12-year-old. Like,
yo. And I'm like 5'1". I'm a little short. I'm like a Havoc and a freaking Prodigy.
Hey yo.
I'm like a Kevin Hart. Like, I'm just
I gotta get the people some more music, man. We vibing over here. Y'all see what it is. Lefty Gunz, man. I'm so excited to have you on the show, brother. I've been waiting years to have you on. Could not wait to showcase your talent to the world. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on WBOKRadio.com on the Encore Live show. I want to get the people some more of your music while this vibe is going good. We got this bounce we gonna play.
All right.
It's called Kiss My Double Months. We going in. Left Coast Media Group, Lefty Gunz in the building, GMF, Get Money Fugitives. Oh, what a way to spend a Saturday. I love my job.
Get help or get left.
I love the dollar store. Ha! Get good music on sales.
do his work. If you don't believe me, ask my homie Dirk. He coming home every night, covered up in dirt. Man, we working so long, threw our name on the shirt. How you tax that? Where your stacks at? Where your racks at? Or you waiting on your girlfriend's tax back? Run around the city trying to act like you the fat cat. Oakland, getting cheese, boy, please, y'all the rat pack.
Huh.
Go ahead, kiss it. Go ahead, kiss it. Ass so big, motherfuckers can't miss it. Go ahead, kiss it. Go ahead, kiss it. You been acting like an ass so long, motherfuckers can't miss you. Tell the truth. Go on, tell your truth. Tell them how you wait a white flag. Boy, stop bitching. Tired of hearing all these grown man bitching. Boy, listen, go on, kiss it. Go ahead, kiss it. You been acting like an ass so long, motherfuckers can't miss you. Tell the truth.
Yeah.
Welcome to the left coast. Hollywood, California.
Lefty Gunz. WBOKRadio.com. The Encore Live Show, man. I am so psyched. I am so psyched. I love my job. I love my job. I love the dollar store.
Yeah. it's the 99-cent store out here.
Oh, man.
Welcome to the left coast, man.
Hollywood. Mollywood.
California.
Ah, I loved it because it seemed like
transition. You know, I couldn't make it to Hollywood before. I couldn't make it to Hollywood before when I first started the project. So I brought Hollywood to me. And that's where the Mollyhood came from. And then California was just the whole transition between Pennsylvania and California.
Yeah.
Birth for the Left Coast. This is my first project dropped under the label Left Media Group. Former lead artist on Jeff Gang, CMF Records. We grinded for a long time, but you know, I finally birthed my own company, Left Coast Media Group. And I'm the headline artist. We have an R&B artist that's underneath us, and you know, we're working on a few things, bro. Got some models. You know how we do, bro. You know how we do.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, it's not just the artist. Like when you say artist, like some people are like, yeah, all right, Left Coast Media Group, all right, get money for you. Okay, and you can rap. Yeah, that was nice, bro. But when you say you got artists, a lot of people don't know, and I synced it. I synced it with my own eyes. Yeah. Model.
I got artists.
Models. This brother had a whole modeling agency at this venue. Security team at the venue. Everybody GMF at the venue. And I'm like, y'all know I am welcome here. He told me to come. Like, stop looking at me like that. I know I ain't seen you before, but that's not your business. I'm here to go talk to Lefty.
Yeah, you know the team already.
Stage and DJ, please, sir.
You know the team. You know they ready. They always on go, man. That's a good spot.
Oh, hey.
A lot of our security MMA too. So I be feeling bad for cats.
Oh, it tripped me out. It tripped me out when you knew Black Tie.
Yeah, I know everybody.
That's what I was saying. I was like, hold up.
Everybody. I'm Left Coast Lefty, man. I don't know everybody. I hung out with your moms. I know your pops.
We had shrimp. It was nice.
Yeah, you did.
Me and your cousin did a bit together and shit. I know your baby mom. I know your kids. My Uncle Gunz. Like, I'm everywhere, bro. That's why I just need people to embrace it and love it. Because it's like, I'm not going nowhere, man. You can't box me out, cuz.
I'm giving them another one then, Lefty. I'm
it.
giving them another one then. Yeah, we got Lefty bouncing right now. I know he's psyched up. We got this going good, Miss Music. We got one. We got one, WBOKRadio.com, the Encore Live Show. We got a new family member coming and joining us right now. Lefty Gunz, Left Coast Media Group, the Get Money Fugitives. This joke right here is going to crank for you one time.
Yes.
You want to talk about some good production.
I was thinking,
Lefty Gunz out on the West Coast to all of his team out here on the East Coast. Let's go.
I would stop the crap, I would stop the hate, I would stop the lies, fly to the motherland, try to cure all the suffering, and free my homies like freeing the slaves once again. No more waiting for handouts from the government. Everybody getting paper and we loving it. That way, every time we looking at the news, we don't hear about some dudes who got killed for their shoes. Don't you wish that you can get your blessings all at once? But when you get a job, it's the job you want. Money to rule the evil. It says in God we trust. Now I'm confused. It seems the truth is lies polished up. That's why I steady fill my lungs with the skunk. Stack quarters for my daughters, get these ones for my sons. Success is served cold. You undeliver, you want change, but change start with the one in the mirror. You. I wish that I could say the word, but I can't. I can do it all. I wish that I could say the word. I can do it all. If this world was mine, it would mean it was yours. We'll make love in the clouds and spread our wings and just soar, fly higher than mountain tops and deep as the cores and leave our insecurities by the beach. Cause we be sure that love conquers all. So we'll
move that camera over, boy.
One kiss, the things will be as keen as before, and I'll always be your man. Promise always hold your hand, you're beautiful, and I will love you more than I can as usual. I will be more than your friend. This time is like a hula hoop. All we do is just spend it. So as the tree in the wind blows, we be able to see out your window. If this world was mine, I stopped time to tell you, oh baby. But it was never mine. So baby, never mind. But if it was, it'd be yours, my lady. I wish that I could say I can do it all. I wish that I could say I can do it all.
Left Coast Media Group. Lefty Gunz in the building. GMF. Oh, man, from the East to West Coast doing his thing. Joining us live on this Saturday evening out there in beautiful California. Oh my good. I'm not even showing you what it looks like out here right now, sir. You already know.
It's like dark as hell.
Rain? Is it raining down there?
Stop
Miss
it.
Music.
You stop it.
Miss Music, is it raining where you at?
They in Florida.
It's raining?
It's raining in Florida.
The whole East Coast is raining.
Here, I give y'all some sunshine.
I appreciate that, sir. I appreciate that.
It's sunny
Not to
California.
mention, it's dark in Florida right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's like what?
Sunlight over there.
It's almost 9 o'clock there, right?
Yeah.
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 It's bedtime for y'all. Turn up.
I think that's the only thing that proves it's like there.
For real though, man. I mean, it's a good feeling. I feel good, Yogi. I mean, I ain't even on front. Like, I took the camera off because I was smoking a cigarette. I don't like to promote smoking cigarettes. I don't want the kids to say, see Lefty smoking, because it's not cool, bro. If you smoke it, quit today. Like I'm trying, but
Lefty president.
Yeah. Let's do it. I've been running shit for years.
As soon as you turn 35, you should put in a ballot.
I might.
You
You
might
might.
like Jay-Z.
You might.
He puts the button on. I couldn't wait for them to ask me who my favorite artist is. Who's your least favorite? Who's your least favorite, man?
Oh, my least favorite artist?
Horrible.
I
Horrible.
don't-
Hate him.
I don't know.
Not to use the word hate, but like wish that nobody with a plug into a system ever gave him a microphone to speak into. Or her. I don't know. You know, it's music, so it's not gender based.
A lot of these cats is garbage, but they sometimes they have something that I like. Like I really don't like Little Uzi Vert. I really don't like him. And but I do like Push Me to the Edge, but it sounds something Wayne would have did.
Because
that's why I think I like it.
But that's somebody else. He cued you into somebody else you like. Like your music doesn't emulate anybody else's style, anybody else's word to beat cadence, anything. Like you go your way.
I go from the left field, bro. Go for the left field. But I used to not like the other little guy. What's his name? With the red braids.
I don't know. You know my world.
Little Yachty. I used to not like him. I used to not like him too, but I like that song he got out with the one homie. I ain't been getting high. Well, maybe a little baby. I can't even lie. That joint right there go in, but Yachty sucks on it.
Look at my face. Look at
Yachty. Yeah, I feel you. That's why. He's just in a position to get the right people on, and he's making a couple little tunes that's buzzing, but they have no style, no wordplay, no nothing right now, man. I don't like any of these new cats. Like that.
So we gotta. I mean, we could keep going on and on. We gotta get to the part of the show, Lefty. It seemed like it didn't even seem like it was 2 hours with you, man. Like it really didn't. But we got to get to that part where we got to do the shout outs and, you know, I know everybody viewing. Don't be sad. You're going to see Lefty some more. You're going to see some more of me. You're going to see some more of Miss Music. We're going to keep bringing you stars. But for tonight's episode, we do need to ask Lefty to, like, come on, man. Who you want to give some love to? Who you want to shout out? Let the people know what's going on with you, brother. Plug time. Let's rock it.
I obviously want to give a shout out to my whole team, my movement, Gang, Left Coast Media Group, and everybody who supported me from day one. All the people who purchased shirts and still purchasing shirts. I want y'all to know I respect y'all and I appreciate y'all. And thank you. I also want to give a shout out to the team Watch Me Win. Salute to my homie Grady Goon. He's been 100 since I met him, and he has a strong movement going on in PA as well. I also want to just shout out the whole 717 period, my nigga, even the 301, but mainly the 717 for the music scene, because I met a lot of cats out there that's actually making moves, you know. Plain Jane, True Jackson, Young Swerve, even in Haysound, I like Crystal Baby, I like Sonny Bronco. You know, so it's a lot of cats out there. I'm still watching. I'm still checking you cats out. So keep working, keep grinding. You know what I mean? But most of all, shout out to the team, Jeff Cat.
That's what it do. That's what it do. That's what we looking for right there. I love that, man. Very genuine, brother. Y'all got for everybody that's watched the videos, for everybody that's listened to the music, for everybody that's heard about the movement that has to do with Lefty Gunz. This was an opportunity for y'all to see this man and to sit down with him, get real personal, and see what he's about, man. And I'm not disappointed at all. Salute you, brother, for everything that you're doing. Salute you for continuing to be a good brother to the people that you rock with. Like you said, your day ones and the moves that you all are making. It shows a lot of people about that word that a lot of folks forgot about. It's called loyalty.
Yeah, I mean, that's the key. That's what got me here. You know what I'm saying? It was a group of 5 of us, and we jumped out the world, bro. And it wouldn't have been possible without the loyalty of my team from the jump. So definitely shout out to my team, man. Shout out to my team. If y'all get a chance, check out my new track dropped on SoundCloud 2 days ago called Flexing, featuring Plain James. I mean, check out all my music, but that's my newest one right now. Flexing.
That's what it do. Miss Music, what you got to say to the people? What you got to say about Mr. Lefty Gunz?
Mr. Lefty Gunz is hot. Y'all need to check him out. What more can I say?
Thank you.
Just listen and yeah, you'll see what I mean.
Oh my.
Papa, thank you for coming on tonight.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for real. I mean, it's been a pleasure.
No
I like
problem.
meeting you, and I'll be linking up with you here through social media so that I can get the information for the
Yeah. Mastery. And I also have to share a
free
little bit more information too for the
and for other
listeners.
things. I might be in Florida. I got family in Florida too. Shout out to my sister Trina and her family. You know what I mean? So I got ties in Florida. You might see me out there.
Yo, come through. You see it behind me, right? See,
Yeah, I see. I see.
I
I
got a
see you.
I got a booth over there. Let me
I'm gonna
tell
have to
you.
send you all we do is work shirt.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about, though.
I mean, I see your all we do is work shirt, left coast lefty shirt. You know what I mean? Just keep the movement going. Just keep the grind going. Shout out to the underground.
Hey, I
Shout
want to
out.
give a shout out first of all to Lefty Gunz and the Left Coast Media Group and the Get Money Fugitives for Lefty taking some time out of his Saturday out there on the beautiful West Coast that he just moved back out there to, or just moved out there to, and new adventures in his life. As you can hear from the brother, he has a lot of passion still in him. He has a lot of drive still in him. The brother's very much focused. I don't believe that he's going to disappoint any of the fans out here on the East Coast. And like he said, he's lived in almost every state. He's been everywhere out here on the East Coast, and I know how strong the movement is. I want the same thing happening to the listeners and to the subscribers out there on the West Coast that tune in to WBOKRadio.com and the Encore Live Show. I want y'all to make sure everybody tuned into this episode to make sure that you subscribe to the WBOKRadio.com channel here on YouTube. I want y'all to make sure y'all follow this brother. Everybody that we ever have on our show, numbers jump. I want them numbers jumping for this young man. This young man is putting the work. Y'all take some time and put in the research behind Mr. Gene Brown.
Right.
On social media, Lefty Gunz on YouTube. You look up Uncle Snoop. You'll see a picture of the man you're looking at right now on this radio show, and you will be like, I got to see him, and that's a very real and raw brother. I want to give a huge shout out to my WBOKRadio.com family, HNIC Mitchell, Miss Marlene Bamasita, for our dedicated listeners, to all the states and all the countries that tune in to us, and even the people that don't know what we're saying. Because there's some countries that we don't translate the transmission, and they still every week they be like, ¿Qué hora contaste? ¿Dónde es la radio?
Shout out to the movement, man. Just shout out to the movement, and just shout out to the fact that I'm bi-coastal and no longer local, and I'm soon to be in your home. Left coast lefty, baby. East Coast, man. I love y'all.
That's what it do. I wanna give a huge shout out to the people that are on my team that are rocking with me, keeping me moving in the right direction. My radio family, all the listeners and supporters. We want to give a huge shout out to Miss Renee Lynch for tuning in this evening. We want to give a huge shout out to Mr. Angelo Ellerby. You want to write that name down, Lefty, Angelo Ellerby. You want to research Mr. Ellerby. I'm telling you the truth. We want to give a huge shout out to him for continuing to bless us with talent that he brings to the table and the outlets and the resources that he brings to the table, and for his networking with our people, man. He's a very real brother, been in the game for, 40 plus years? Horrible what we do for artists over here on WBOKRadio.com. I promise you. Until next week, from my boss, HNIC Mitchell, from myself, Yogi 1AO, the young original gangster imperial, the one and only, and my beautiful co-host. That's you.
That's right, baby.
Yeah.
Marlene Bamasita. We want to make sure.
There's music out Florida. Shout out to Florida, man.
We want to tell everybody to make sure that they stay up. They stay blessed. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned in to WBOKRadio.com. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you go to WBOKRadio.com and submit your music, submit your favorite artist music for our jukebox app. Miss Music has taken the role. She has the jukebox app by the reins, so send her the music. She will sit and listen to your music. If your music is on the caliber of music that you've heard this evening or from other artists that we've had on the show, make sure you submit your music so that it can play. So when people say, hey, where can I listen to your music at? You tell them WBOKRadio.com, and you click on that jukebox app, and when you see my picture, you click on it, and you can pick any of the songs that I've been submitting. We want to make sure we keep this ball rolling with bringing y'all the best in entertainment, not just from around the world, not just from your state, not just from your region, not just from your block, but from everywhere. So for myself, Yogi 1AO, the WBOKRadio.com, and the Encore Live Show family, we want to give y'all blessings, on top of blessings. We want y'all to stay up, stay blessed, stay prosperous, and stay woke. We'll see y'all next time, man.
Stay woke. Please stay woke.
Just stay woke.
Yeah.